So, Moritz, hello, my friend.
Hello, how's it going, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So, just so everybody here who is watching this has a high level overview as to who the hell you are, what you do, can you just tell us who is Moritz? What does he do? What agency does he run? If you can just take us back, give us a high level overview, that would be fantastic.
I can do that for sure. Yeah, so I'm Maurice, Germany, near Frankfurt. I'm now 19 years old, and I run an agency in the construction space, specifically roofing.
Mhm.
Um, and I've been into the agency route, like how long is that? Since I think October or something is when I actually joined. I actually switched over from solar because I found service delivery too hard. Maybe it was just a niche with thing, whatever. Like grass is greener on the other side, whatever. And I'm in roofing. Service delivery has improved, and I'm looking to scale to 50, maybe even 100 this year. Well, the 50 is the next milestone.
Sick, man. So, you were in solar. I know we had a conversation about that, moved to roofing. So, give us a rundown as to where you were at. So, remind me, when did you join the community? Do you remember?
Good question. Probably like mid October 2024.
Mid
Yeah.
October. I thought so. Yeah. So I guess my first question was, why did you even join in the first place? Where'd you hear about me?
Gosh, I've been looking. I've probably been watching YouTube videos when you started out initially. When was it like back this December, November 2023
Yeah.
when you were like doing the
In the
what was the
trenches.
first video with like the SMS outreach method 1000 or like crazy.
Yeah.
And then I've been watching it. I was in the free community first, this the other one.
Hmm.
And then over time, as I grew my agency, had the capital and also the requirements to join the group, which was I think at the time like 10K.
Yep.
Joined in, and never looked back. Didn't regret
Sick.
it.
And I guess when you did initially join, so you saw my content, you kind of saw me in
Yeah.
the trenches from the start doing the SMS. So you've been watching since the very start, which is sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then you joined. I guess when you initially joined or just before you joined, give us a rundown of what your agency looks like. So you're in solar. How many clients
Yeah.
did you have? How was your fulfillment, your retention? What did that look like?
Yeah. To be honest, it was pretty much like a churn and burn thing. Right? To be like I didn't I like don't get me wrong, like it didn't screw people over, right? But like the product just wasn't at the point where I could retain people for multiple months.
Mm.
At that point. So I was signing people up, I was doing maybe like 10. I had a month where I did like 14, but it was all new cash, new cash, new cash, and new cash. Um, and then afterwards through the group and then learning a bit more about service delivery because I feel like before I was just connecting with a lot of people in the agency space who were more so in the like get a bunch of cash up front and then do it again in the next month, which is like I think it's a horrible model, it wasn't sustainable.
Mhm.
And I feel like what you guys and all the guys in the group are doing is more sustainable, like building up an actual business that is recurring, that doesn't make you feel like you're screwing people over when you're selling it, like it's
Mhm.
just something more sustainable. So that's pretty much where I was at, like 10, 12, 14K maybe, with no real service delivery. Yeah.
Got you. So it was all, I guess, piffs, selling snake oil a little bit, just being like, you know what? I'll guarantee you this thing that I'm never going to figure out, but just give me money. And because I agree with you, man, it's like if we look in the space, everybody pushes sales, marketing, offer an insane guarantee that you have no idea how to fulfill on, but just collect the cash and figure it out. And then you're kind of in this spot where you are purely reliant on new clients every single month to make money, right?
Yeah, it is fucked for sure. Yeah, like I do feel like the whole space is framed to like let's get as much upfront money, which I think is a problem with the coaches as well because yeah, like the stories where somebody goes from 25, 30, like from 0 to 30K in like 90 days, but that doesn't happen with recurring, it just happens with new cash. So I think it's
You
just a
hear it all the
mindset thing
time,
everybody
man. It's
push
like,
on.
yeah, everybody says this big grandiose number that they've hit, but what they don't tell you is what was their chargeback rate? How many months did they hit that number? How many of those refunded or churned the next month? Like we don't hear about that, right? So
Mhm.
you're in roofing now. I guess my question would be over the last 4 or 5 months that you've been in the community, what do you feel was the biggest value add for you? What have you learned? And how has it helped you develop?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things is that you surround yourself with other people who are like-minded and who are one level above being like a 20K. I'm probably one of the lower level revenue agencies in the group, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like it's helpful seeing somebody that's doing 60, 80. Like I don't know if I've probably like maybe even given up at this point if I didn't know, hey, there's people doing the same stuff, doing 80, 100, having good service delivery, happy clients, and they're making it work. So I think that was the biggest value add. And then just like the calls where you can like answer, like get your specific questions answered without needing to pay somebody like $1,000 for their time every time, because like your time is probably worth like $1,000 at this point, right?
Hmm.
Per hour. But just having access to that was a good thing for sure.
Yeah. And then fast forward to now, I want to dive into the mastermind. That was a funny experience in a minute.
It was.
We ran a 10K together. That was pretty fucking cool.
That was good. Yeah, gonna do that again. We're gonna bump it up to 20 or 30. Who
Oh
knows?
yeah. Yeah, I'm actually running a marathon next month. We'll chat about this, but
Hell yeah.
we're gonna hit some more runs soon. I guess in terms of, well, you know what? Let's start there. So when it comes to the mastermind, how did you find that? What were your biggest takeaways?
I think the biggest takeaway was that all the people that are doing more revenue than I am, like they're no different than I am. Like in terms of like, because I was thinking like somebody doing 200, 150, that must be a lot different. But actually, they just have a better skill set. Like they're still normal, right? Like everybody
Yeah.
was chill, nobody was like over the top, whatever, which I think maybe was a reason because of the community as well. Because there might have been communities if you link up with them, do a mastermind, there's everybody's just pushing their ego, flexing and shit, and it was like really down to just straight up business talks.
Mhm.
I think that was one of the biggest takeaways. Like the people who do make more money than you, they're no different. They just have a different skill set. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
And you see it all the time, man. Like if you look on Instagram, YouTube, you see these people that spend all their money on fucking Lambos and G
Yeah.
Wagons. And like I support that, but it's like that's not their actual lifestyle. They're just
I
showing
haven't
the
seen you in a
facade.
Rari yet.
No, you won't. Like I've been in one, but I wouldn't. I just I would rather focus on the things that actually bring my life value and not trying to flex to other people. You know, I feel like when you're happy internally, you're fulfilled, you know that you're making the money, you don't need to flex it. It's kind of something where it's like, I need to show people that I make a bunch of money because I'm insecure in my own belief to make the money or I don't have the
Yeah.
money anyway, you know?
Probably like the people you look up to, they won't really care anyways. Like if somebody that makes 1 million a month, like you do 200 and you drive, like they don't care if you drive a Lambo. Like it's probably
They
just the
don't.
people below you.
The top players, man, they don't care. Like the top players cringe at those people, and it's true. But yeah, it was a really good experience. It was the first mastermind. Obviously, we were still figuring things out, but I think it was great. Met a
It
lot
was
of
funny for
great
sure.
friends
Good,
there. It
good
was super
memories.
fun. And then when it comes to where you're at now, so if we fast forward to now, where are
Yeah,
you at in terms of the agency? Obviously, if we look back again, you were in solar, you were selling people, but you didn't really know how to fulfill for them. You were guaranteeing them a bunch of stuff, reliant on new cash. Where are you at right now?
yeah. So right now, look, I'm actually since the last few months, I actually started getting more recurring income in. Like probably this month, I'm not sure, maybe like 50-50. Before it was like
Nice.
0% recurring. Now it's like at least 50%. I'm definitely seeing service delivery improving. Just like figuring out the call center as well with the one software you showed in the group. That was really important.
Mm-hmm.
So service delivery definitely improved a lot. Like I'm still not there where I have like a 5% client share, and I definitely still need to improve that. But I think it's not like a 1 month thing figuring out service delivery. But yeah, that has improved for sure. And then in general, like selling people with better expectations, because I was selling people and sometimes setting crazy expectations that I could never deliver on, and now I'm selling them so they can actually stick through with my
Yeah.
service delivery. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're the things that most people don't talk about, right? Because it's not sexy. It's like, oh, I hit this number, but what, like realistically, you're just going to burn out if you're pushing the foot on the gas every month trying to sell a bunch of people and you just feel like shit. If you're selling people on something you can't deliver on, whether we like it or not, right? Because I've been there,
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just like you're starting from ground zero again next month, knowing, hey, if I want to do 30K again, I need to collect fucking 30K again from all those people. Like it's ridiculous.
And then revenue wise, so you're 50/50 MRR to new cash, which is great because now
Yeah.
you're actually building a solid foundation that you can have a poor month with sales and you still have cash flow coming in. You cover your expenses, you're profitable, which is great. Where are you at revenue wise? If we're looking at, say, this month or like the best month you've had over the last few months.
Yeah, good question. So I'm thinking like this month should like I don't want to jinx it, but it should be around 20K from what I'm seeing right now
Nice.
with the recurring that's still coming in, and then the new cash that I'm pretty expected to close with full arms. Which feels good because it's actually good cash connected, and I'm probably going to be able to replicate that next month again. So around 20 is it for this month. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And what's the
for
next
behind
goal
this
for
month.
you? Next 3, 6 months? Where do you want to get to?
50, I think is really, 100 sounds better, but like 50 is the first milestone, and then see how fast we can push it to 100. Classic goal. But yeah, 50
Yeah. I mean, bro,
a
you've
month.
cracked the ads now. You're getting super cheap calls. Now it's
Yeah.
just scaling it up, right? And then making sure that you have the operations and the fulfillment to sustain and retain those clients.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Exactly. Yeah, like hiring new people, scaling. That's
Yeah.
it. So it's like
The boring
just
stuff
numbers at
that
this
makes the
point.
money, right?
Yeah, but yeah, like I definitely feel like I have a more solid foundation because like the stuff that I had before joining the group, I could have never scaled up to 50 unless I closed 50K in a month, which is ridiculous anyways, because
Yeah.
you're gonna get a bunch of chargebacks on that. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Cool. Moritz, that was everything from me. I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you very much.
Thanks. It's good speaking with you, man.
Peace.